Going on, guys? Welcome. We got 88 viewers and only 26 likes, and we just started. Hit that like button or the bull run is canceled and you're all banned. That's something Panda would say, isn't it? You're all banned. See you later. Time to shut down. I got no more people left to watch. Anyway, what's happening? It is Sunday, time for our AMA. So ask questions and hopefully we got the answers for them because we don't really have much on the agenda here, but we'll take a look at it. I do see Zephyr hanging out over in the Twitchster. What is going on, Zephyr? What's happening? Scrolling all up. What do we got here? Who's in the house today? We got J Mining. What's happening? The Pirate, Ogre, MGTOW, Budweiser. Keith Henninger, what's happening? Mike Vega, World Travel Adventures, Tonto Bong Ronto, what is happening? Sadie sometimes, just looking around. Dan Balmer, what's going down? Travelers Travels, scrolling. Oh, he is here today.
Red Potts Nuclear Power Plant himself, Red Potts, is here today.
Welcome, Red Potts. What were you doing yesterday? You were hungover, weren't you? Too much drinking. What do we got? Mike Vega, what's happening? Scrolling through. What do we got happening here? Frank B. Zagatti, what is going on? Bad Cat, what's happening? Botag, what's going on? Oh, Botag, solo miner. What are you solo mining? What are you doing? What's going on? Did you hit any blocks? Yusuf Putz is in the house. We got GM Zombie. What is happening here for the earworm, or I mean crypto? John Frankris, aka JFA. What is happening? Stream Elements. What is going on? Running. Learn how. Okay, bot's broken again. I don't know what's wrong with that thing. Titleist Belinda. What is going down? And what do we got here? What is that? 100 Air. What's happening? 100 Air. I know we're all rich, but 100 Air will soon be 1,000 Air, which hopefully will turn into a millionaire. We'll see what happens, huh? Depends on how big them bags are. Do you got a big bag? We'll see what happens next year. Mike Metcalf, what is happening? And scroll down. Now it jumps on me. Do I have anyone new here? Pedro Calano, Raheem Verani, High Five Rabbits going on. Crossbow mining, what's happening? How do you mine with a crossbow? That's something I haven't figured out yet. That'd be interesting. I want to try that. Just like with keyboard mining. You know, we talked about that a couple years back. Vera Zeph, point CPUs at. I don't really know. I still have mine off. I got to look into it and see, you know, if I should turn on, what I should turn on to, and what things are looking at. We can kind of look at some of that today here, obviously. But, yeah, crazy stuff here. So, you know, the title does say Zephyr leading the charge to green. Well, it looks like that may have changed. So I'm going to do a refresh here and see what it's looking like now. Now, it says Bitcoin there. So can I adjust it to this screen? Oh, now you can't even see the name. Oh, you can kind of see it there. So I'm just going to adjust for the past 24 hours. And it looks like Dero is now leading the charge at, it's up in the past 24 hours, over 20%. Pretty nice. Leo is in second place now based on my coin list. This is my watch list, so it could be different from yours. Mine is mostly filled with proof of work stuff. You know, some people might have a lot of POS stuff. And do you know what we talk? We don't care about POS stuff around here. Anyway, we got Chloro AI leading the charge. It's in third place. Dischain, I don't know if that's going to do anything, but hey, we'll see. Helium is in here, so that's not bad here. Mongo, obviously, that's a stupid meme coin. We got Gram in here, is up 5%. Raven coin is in here at 4.92. Helium, Flux is at 4.6. Octa.Space, 4.6. Ethereum POW, 4.5. Ironfish is rocking 4.3%. Now, what are our biggest losers for the past 24 hours so far? Pack Project. Why, Pack? Why? Okay, that sucks. Anyway, Kyla Coin is second place for biggest losses. Pyron is not looking too hot. Epic Cash is down 6. Byte is down 5. That's another stupid meme coin, but it's still in here because I got a little bit of it. Alephium is down 5.2. Neoxa, 3%. Radiant is down 2.3. Cubic is down 2. Dynex is down 2. Zilpepe is down 1.9. Turbo. RTM is down 1.5%. Cedric Coin, and so on. So, yeah, interesting stuff. So I'm just going to refresh this and bring it back to stock default here. So one thing I wanted to look at, though, is Dero. Dero. What do you guys think Dero could do? If you guys are unfamiliar with Dero, it's seen a pretty nice run last cycle. When did this first release? 2018. So not too shabby. First bull run, it did peak at over $25. We're sitting at $1.40 right now. You seen us talk about altcoin season and stuff yesterday's live stream. What could Duro hit? You think Duro could hit $25? That'd be pretty freaking insane if it does at least that again. Now, you know, I don't plan on all these coins to hit their all-time high or go above. If they can at least get close, I'd be very well happy with $22 Duro personally. You know, $22 Duro I think would be mighty freaking good. But, you know, could it go higher? Maybe we could see 25 again. Maybe we could see 30. I have no idea. But that's, you know, waiting to happen. Let's see, what month did this? Oh, that was in November also. So Duro likes to pump around when Bitcoin sees its high. So that's interesting, at least based on the last cycle. But again, it could be different here leading forward. So yeah, interesting stuff here. What do you guys think is going to happen with Duro here? Now, there is a miner available to mine both Duro and Zephyr at the same time. So that might be an option. I haven't tried it, so I don't know if you lose hash on either one. Personally, the same thing, you know, back in the day, even when Kaspa was dual mined, because you'd point to whatever memory-based coin you're mining, and people would dual mine with Kaspa or dual mine with a lithium. I never really like to do that because you lose hash rate on both sides. Obviously, you're getting a bag of both. But, you know, what would have happened if you didn't dual mine a lithium? What if you went all in a lithium way back when instead of dual mining with something else? Or if you went all in on Kaspa instead of dual mining on something else, where you would have got more efficient overclocking in, as well as pointing your full hash rate to it to maximize them coins. I think you would have been a lot better off doing that instead of dual mining. So the same thing might apply here, obviously, with Zephyr and Duro. We don't know which one is actually going to be the ultimate one that pumped the most, so it might be a safe bet to get a little bit of both sides here. But at the same time, you know, I think both coins could see some nice numbers sometime next year. But again, you know, that's still up in the air, and we have to wait to see how that happens. So do we have any questions, guys? Ask stuff, or don't ask stuff, or something. RTM will recover. No worries. Yeah, I think it'll recover. I don't know what it'll recover to, but I think we'll see something happen there. Obviously, we're hoping. Luck pool is down. Luck pool's down on Virus? Uh-oh. There's where centralization becomes a bad thing. You guys like my song? Why am I typing in luck pool? I want Virus. Okay, Virus coin. Let's take a look at this. Engage. All right, Viper's up top here. So we see where's the luck pool is down. Invalid hash rate. So interesting turn of events came here. Luck pool is down. Now where's all these blocks coming? Oh, is that solo blocks? People solo mine. So what are we at here? Look at that. So it's been down for a while then, but based on this. Okay, so that was October 13th. Has it been down that long? No, it just dropped right now, didn't it? It just dropped here. But what happened here? Oh, wait, that was Viper that lost all its hash. Oh, that was that botnet thing or something. I can't remember what that was all about. There was an interesting something about possibly manipulating botnets and use it to our advantage, not theirs. But I can't remember how that all worked out or something. But I remember that. Yeah, so that's what happened there. So that big fall off came off Viper there. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, luck pool is down. Are there any other pools that do the merge mining? So in theory, if luck pool is like the only coin that does the merge mining with R and those other coins, and that means basically right now all those other chains are dead. And you know, Virus is still strong here, obviously, because we have other pools still validating. But I wonder what went on there. You know, as you know, I used to have a Virus pool. I shut it down because it was the worst thing to ever do. Ever. Like, it would corrupt at least once a week, the database and the node and everything. Then you have to bootstrap it and restart your pool. And it was a headache. It sucked. So props to mining pool guys who stay running on Virus Coin, because that's absolute sucks. BTC broke through major 50% level. Yay! I don't understand what that means, because I don't really care about, you know, levels and charts, but I don't really see a 50% level. What's a 50% level? Well, obviously 50% is half, but like, what's that mean? It looks like it's been pretty strong since January, February, March. So I don't see some 50% level to break through. It just seems strong since March here. So I don't know what's happening. And in theory, I don't really care about levels and charts and double stacking and Batman eyeballs and, you know, other things like that, because the crypto cycle says it's going to happen, and that's all we care about. You know, you don't have to read a chart to realize that this thing pumps every 4 years. If you would have played your cards to a T and perfect, look at, you sell in 2021. You buy back pretty much 1 year later, and then you wait until next year. You sell again. You wait another year. You buy back. That is the ultimate strategy to buying and selling Bitcoin. It pretty much hits it to a T. You don't believe me? Let's go back another cycle. Look at this. January 13th, 2018. And this is actually a good thing to point out as well, that yesterday we kind of looked at this a little bit on how the cycle, at least for Bitcoin highs, it's not always, because we don't know for sure. We'll have to see how this one plays out, but it seems to be happening 1 month sooner each time. So let's go back to 2018, the first major bull run. It's just a tiny little blip here. It looks like nothing compared to what we got here, but this was in fact a major bull run. As you can see, Bitcoin was only like $1,100 and it shot upwards to $17,000. That is freaking huge. That's a massive bull run here. That happened in January. We can see that, you know, December, it did its first peak, but the high did hit in January. And then 1 year later, it was the bottom. Look, here's the bottom. We can see it right here. And you can see it's, well, 1 month, a couple of, you know, about a week and a half shy of exactly 1 year here in 2018. It was there. So look at that. Sell here, buy here. 1 year later. Now, guess what happens in 2021? It hits its peak in November of 2021, which is actually 1 month. Actually, that's 2 months if we look at that. So we've seen the first peak December, January was when it peaked. So I guess 1 to 2 months sooner. But anyway, point here is November, it hit its last all-time high in that cycle, 2021. And the bottom was, again, look at that, November. Here is the bottom. Again, falling in November, December. So just like we had here, sell, buy 1 year later. Sell, buy 1 year later. And what's going to happen? End of next year, we're going to see sell, obviously, here. Don't buy. Don't buy next year, guys. Do not buy Bitcoin next year. You're going to be buying the top and it's going to suck, but obviously somebody has to buy it because it's going to has to go up. You know, we'll leave that to the institutions. Use the institutions and all the rich people for your liquidity. Be smart about this. So next year we're going to be selling all our Bitcoin if you have any, and then we're going to wait a year and you're going to buy it all back or use it as you go. Now, if you buy at the bottom, obviously, anytime you use your crypto and stuff, you know, it should, in theory, always be higher than when you bought it. So you actually made money on top of that, and then you wait another 4 years and go from there. Bitcoin's a pretty simple cycle to take down. You don't need a chart. You don't need Michael Saylor to tell you it's going to go up and go down every 2 weeks. Just follow the cycles. 2017, 2018, peak. 1 year later, bottom. 2021, 4 years later, peak. 1 year later, bottom. And then coming into 2025, we're going to peak. And then 2026, we're going to be at the bottom. It's pretty simple, you know, math there. And a lot of people say it's different this time. Guess what? It's not going to be different this time. It's not that easy. It's no way it's that easy. We have people that go to school for this stuff. Yeah, it is that easy. You don't need, you know, rocket scientists and, you know, super school people. Meanwhile, those people that go to school are programmed by the people to kind of allege you guys to stay poor in the first place anyway. So just ignore all them and just follow the cycles, and you'll see the optimal times to sell, the optimal times to buy. You don't have to worry about buying in between. You don't need the DCA in. You don't need to do any of this garbage stuff in terms that get fed to you guys all the time. There's a top and there's a bottom, and it's pretty simple to see where the two usually follow. So you can nail the two head on pretty early. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Technical super school people. Well, I don't know. It's the system. I don't like the way the system's kind of designed. I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with it. I wouldn't go all in on... I wouldn't go all in one stable, distributing the Tether, Circle, and maybe one more. What is Circle? I haven't heard of that one, so it sounds like it might be on the POS side of things, so I'd probably ignore it. Rabid, just tell me when to sell. Not financial advice. I kind of just did. If you have Bitcoin, that's what I went through the whole thing. That's how you do it. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. It's very, very easy to see. And, you know, we'll really get a good sign coming in this December. If we really start seeing Bitcoin, we know this cycle is exactly how it should be. Now, everyone's saying, oh, this is a super cycle, and this is going to be the massive, biggest cycle ever. No, it's not. It's going to be the same cycle. It's just going to go higher like it does every single time. So in theory, every cycle is a super cycle because it goes so much higher than the previous cycle, at least for your core coins like Bitcoin and stuff like that. But yeah, crazy stuff. Canada got to use USDC. Yeah, that's correct. Circle. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I don't know the Circle, but yeah, USDC. Yeah, Canada, most of us is all USDC. They don't allow USDT in Canada. It's kind of getting phased out and illegal, I guess, per se. And yeah, USDC is the stable coin that most of the exchanges you got to utilize to do that. So like, you got to do a whole search of swapping because everyone in the States and stuff, they all use USDT. And then, if you do whatever and you have USDT, then you got to find ways around it to get it to USDC and then move it into Canadian versions if you want to cash out or something or swap it on a Canadian exchange or something. And then, or, if you're on an on-ramp, something like Newton or something, which is what I use, then you got to, swap that in the Litecoin or something or USDC. But I usually go into Litecoin and then from that point, I send it over and go from there. So Litecoin is a major use case for me. I use it for everything. I use it for onboarding and off-ramping all the time. I don't use any of the other coins. It's used for, swapping into Litecoin, get it off into the bank if I need to go buy some groceries or something, pay some bills, pay power costs or so on, or I on-ramp into Litecoin, take it to an exchange, swap it over to USDT, and then I move it into whatever coin type of thing I want as well. So that's the way I kind of move things around. Rabid, what stable coins do you recommend to sell into Rabid mining? What stable coins do you recommend to sell into? I think I kind of just went through that in a way, didn't I? Did I go through that? Or do you still need more on that Indian all-rounder? They make money, all exchanges. There is even PayPal, USD, crypto. Yeah, I'd stay away from anything PayPal and crypto. Anything mainstream that's trying to get into crypto, I would stay away. I see some other things about banks. Obviously banks charge fees and everything for everything, and they're trying to get into Bitcoin and stuff. But seriously, would you hold your Bitcoin in a bank? That's like sending it to an exchange and leaving it on exchange. You're sending it's like banks don't realize what crypto is for. Everyone's so brainwashed with them that they can just do whatever they want here, obviously. But think about it. It's all about private keys, hardware wallets, and so on. You need access to your private keys, and that is in your own wallets. Hardware wallets, whether it's a Ledger, Tangent, whatever, your private keys are based in your hands. You have full access to your crypto. You send that over to a bank that's now holding Bitcoin for you. One, it is now in their private keys, and obviously banks like to get hacked a lot, so we don't want something like that to happen. The other thing is, at that point, they're also going to charge you fees to hold it because that's what a banking system is. Let us hold your money for you and keep giving us a little bit of that money just so that we can say we have it safe for you. They're going to start charging you for holding your Bitcoin and stuff. Like, how else? It doesn't make any sense why they wouldn't. Anyway, point is, that's their private keys that's holding it for you. So if all these things that are coming to don't do it. We want it in our own wallets. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, you don't hold it on an exchange. Use an exchange for its intended purpose, to buy or sell. So obviously, you send it there, you sell your coin, you bring it back. You send some coins there, you go to buy some, you bring it out. Hold it all for storage in your own wallets, in your own locations. Have you heard of Luckcoin? It's the coin Doge was forked from, and after 10 years, it's being mined and developed again. Could be big. I doubt it. That sounds like another Bell's coin. Oh, look, we got Bell's coin. This was from the original Doge creator. Oh, yes, let's hype the train out of it. Oh, let's get merge mining with Dust based on the Doge hype. That way everyone will mine us. Now that all these pools are merge mining it with us, they are deciding, okay, now that we got all the pools on us, all the miners will have to stay with us because of all the merge mining. We have free hash rate at this point. Now we're going to drop the rewards 90%. And that's what's happening with Bells right now. They're trying to live up to the Doge hype because it's the same dev, which was 4 days earlier. Then it died. Then they brought it back. And I don't really care about Bells. I think it's possibly just going to fail. I think it has a great concept and it could be sweet, based on Animal Crossing. I love that game. That game had a lot of hype, but I think the way everything's going around it and the way they're doing things, it's just a bad idea. I think it's going to fail. But, hopefully I'm wrong. I'm still holding it in case it does absolutely do some stupid, crazy pump, at least until the 90% rewards drop. And then I'll probably switch to a pool that's auto-converting everything into Doge, including Bell's coin, because I'm not going to be holding at that point because you're hardly going to get any anyway. So I'll keep my big bag that's currently being stacked And then once you're hardly getting any anyway, I'll just start auto converting everything straight to Doge, because the money is in Dogecoin. You know, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's hundreds, not hundreds, but there's like 15 other script coins. 11 can be merge mined on Mining Dutch, but those coins aren't doing anything. I was getting less profitability mining all those other coins than some of the other pools mining directly just those 3 core coins based on that. So, you know, just because you're mining a bunch of coins doesn't usually mean it's a good idea. Saipa, money is in Peppy. Have you heard? Okay, we went to the luck coin thing. Banks just want more assets to trade and make more money for them. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what they want to do. 3070 for $190 each. Good. I don't know. Probably not. It's up to you. You know, everyone has. You can't just say yes, get them. You know, awesome, do it up. It's wicked, and you can't just say no, don't get them. You know, it all comes down to everyone has a different mining situation. Whether it's if you have access to cheap power and you have a huge infrastructure to unload a lot of hardware, by all means, buy whatever you can. But if you are limited on hardware, if you're limited on power, infrastructure is expensive here, and you know, you might have to be a lot pickier on your power. If you have more expensive power, you're also going to have to be very picky when it comes to efficiency as well. We touched up on this a lot yesterday, where, you know, it's really hard to just ask someone, say, should I get it? You know, obviously most people that are just hardcore GPU might say, yeah, get it up. That's awesome. Get more GPUs. It's all about getting more hardware. But to me, it's not. It's not about getting more hardware. It's about getting hardware that's efficient and reducing. So in my mind, in my personal mind, remember, this is my opinion. 3000 series GPUs, trash, dead, done. Don't buy them. Even though I just said you can't tell anyone that. When it comes to the CMPs that's getting hype trained right now, I wouldn't buy them either. The only GPU I am looking at for the future for at least the next 3 to 4 years, unless, you know, NVIDIA drops another GPU in another 2 years or something, then we'll have to look at that. But that is the 5090s. It's going to come in at probably the most efficient hardware GPU you can have for any coin because of that memory boost now. So it's going to be the most versatile GPU. On top of that, it's also going to be in heavy demand when it comes to rental platforms and stuff. So you're going to get every world and pretty much maximize the crap out of profitability when it comes to that. And it's going to be doing it a lot more efficient than anything else that we have seen in the past, like the 3000 series. So cheap versus more expensive. I think the more expensive option is definitely key to remaining competitive in the GPU mining world, especially leading to the next bear market, because we're still not really seeing any profits again. And once a Leo is fully gone to full ASIC, there's still a crap ton of GPUs that's set to hit. We technically have another Ethereum level event happening in the next couple months here. Not as big, but we have over 1 million GPUs that are set to hit all these other networks again. And right now, none of them can support that. So it's pretty crazy that's coming forward. So it all comes down, though, it definitely comes down to your power price, your infrastructure, and so on. So again, this is my personal opinion on my farm, not your guys's. I got a decent price power, but I have no infrastructure, and it's going to cost me over $30,000 to upgrade my infrastructure. So I'm not doing that. I'd rather just get hardware and run as efficient as I can to maximize all my power possible. So that's my point of thinking when looking at this stuff. MineSum's in the house. A lot of miners don't make a profit because of hardware they bought and never turned on consistently. No, that's very true too, because like that's the same thing. Like, why buy a GPU that's only $150 to $200, but it's constantly red? So either you're not running it because it's not profitable, or you are running it and you're at a loss all the time, and you know it doesn't make sense. That's another major reason why, you know, spending the money and getting that top efficient hardware, you can then run at a profit depending on power price and infrastructures, and it's also running and actually making something. So you know that's the same type of reasoning there as well. If you were going to dump hardware like box miners and BTC ASICs, where could you recommend to post them for sale? That is a very tough question. You can go with eBay, but eBay does charge a fairly high commission fee for the sellers. So like, I don't know what it is. I think it's like 10%, but don't quote me on that. I never sold off there. But you can, you know, the best way is probably try your local market. I guess there's Facebook Marketplace, all sorts of one. The other thing you really got to be careful. It's a rough world out there, honestly, when it comes to buying and selling on either side. As a seller, you want to make sure you're creditable and make sure your hardware works. Don't just go out and sell something because it's broken. Make sure it works, because that's where this comes in. You don't want to scam anyone. But as a seller, you don't want to use PayPal or anything. You do not want to accept payments in PayPal. Now, as a buyer, this is a red flag for you because, well, what if it doesn't work? I can do a chargeback. I can do this. But as a seller, at the same time, you want to protect yourself because there's scammers out there, and PayPal always goes towards the, the buyer side types of things. So even though everything was in 100% legit working conditions, people will still say it's broken or something, and they'll pretend they couldn't contact you or anything, and then PayPal will withdraw that money. Therefore, you gave away a free miner is pretty much how it works down. It is a very rough marketplace out there when trying to do this. So personally, I'd say, go for cash. Try to get cash. That's what I did when I did my RX 580s and stuff. Obviously, I made sure they all worked and stuff when I sold them, but it was all straight up cash. That way, they got it. I was good at the end when that was done, and I knew they were good. But on the buyer side, you're still like, well, this is kind of sketchy. What if they don't work? So it is a really tough fine line in between there. But, selling, because the question is regarding selling, I would say stay away from any of those main platforms. Try to get cash and use your local marketplace the best you can. That is going to reduce all your fees on there. And then, I don't know, but it's really tough to sell a lot of the mining equipment, especially when it comes to those CMP cards. That's another major thing where, it is on the downside. Personally, I don't really care about resale value of things, but when it does come to GPUs, it does matter a little bit more. As I did, mention yesterday and today and previous times before, when I upgraded from all my Polaris GPUs and stuff, I did sell them. And then I just bought pretty much the same hash rate, but moved to the 3000 series. But that was due to that. Now, if say something happens, next bear market, or, something moons here or something, I'm not really going to be able to sell those CMPs anymore. If I want to upgrade to 5090s, I could sell 6, 7, 30, 60 Ti's and 3070s and so on, and then get that 15090, which will probably hash the same or better at a much lower power than all of those put together, then I wouldn't be able to do that with the CMPs because the only people that are actually purchasing them are mother miners. And if nothing's looking profitable, you're not going to be able to sell them at all. Zero resale value. So, it's probably a better option to have the gamer GPUs in your system instead. But if you plan going, cheap power, lots of infrastructure, by all means, get those cheaper GPUs, build the farm as high as you can go and let them run. Just go crazy and you don't have to worry about that. But again, I'm in a different situation. I don't have all of those things. Hobbyist says he meets his buyers, sells local. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You meet them as the seller, and yeah, that's exactly what I did. I went to where they were. Even if it was an hour away, I went to where they were just to make it convenient for them. And then I went straight up cash. But I didn't say it was me. I didn't go under Rabid Mining or anything. I went under my actual name and, all this stuff. But yeah. Dreams Crow on disc. Yeah, that Dreams Escrow. Yeah, that's a pretty good place too as well. That's a lot of legit people going on. But there is a little bit of a cut going on in between that to bring them together, I think. So there's also that. What do we got here? Just looking around. Super Virus launched on Virus today. Block rewards are starting to pump. Currently 8.8. Ooh, that's good. Let's go into Viper here. All in on, okay, where's, oh wait, do you have that? Oh no, yeah, the block, oh yeah, that's right, that'll still work because they're minting on the Virus chain, so they will actually, the block rewards will be going up. But, okay, let's just take a look here. 6.6, 8.8, 6, 6, 6, 6. We need some more blocks. We need more than that. It should pump up more. Usually when a new coin, does its minting thing on Virus, we usually see, 8 to 20 some Virus, and it'll last for about a good day. So hopefully this starts picking up a bit again. One block here at 8.8, but the rest 6.6. Was there some previous? 6, 6, 6s, 6s, 6.1. All right, we'll just have to 6.2, 8.8. Let's have to wait out. So yeah, let's keep an eye on that. We might see, obviously better profitability there. Coming in the hash rate .no, it is looking like, we got Zephyr up here. It's showing for that. Dero is on the 9950X. I haven't tested. Did I test on that? I don't think I tested this on my 9950X. So not sure the numbers on that yet. That's a coin I did not test yet. 7900X 3D, 64 cents. 9900X, 7950X. Verus hash, 61 cents. On nice hash, Verus hash, $1.64 on the 77. What's 7742s? Do they have, okay, 9950X. Where's the, okay, 7950X. Let's see. Verus coin, 135 watts, 55 mega hash. Zephyr, there's, what? You guys see, a 7950X is only doing 17.8 kilohash, according to this. That's not right. It should be 22. 131 watts. I think it's higher than that. Where is my 7950X? Duro, GR, Verus. Oh, I was using low overclocks here. Random X hash. 7950X. 25 kilo minus 20 period. Oh, echo off. Yeah, never mind. Eco mode off. So yeah, about 20. Yeah, a little over 22, but 177 watts is what this was rocking. So quite a bit more power, but we're getting more hash rate than what that is saying. That's pretty low. 17 point something. Maybe they only had like one stick of RAM in or something during that test, or something really old. I don't know. We got Celvium saying the same thing. Yep. GPUs, what are they looking at? 4090. Leo's going up, so we're seeing $1.25 now, so that's decent. Coming into the 3070s though, 16 cents. Still kind of rough. So 50-cent revenue. So we're seeing 50-cent revenue. So before any type of power cost, we're seeing 50 cents on a Leo on a 3070. So I kind of updated my numbers here for a couple coins here. One being Duro. Duro is showing up current network and hash rate and stuff about, I can't remember my hash rate is 26.9. Is that a 3900X or is that a 7950X? I think that's a 3900X, but I'm not 100% sure on that situation. But anyway, that's showing 63 cents based on whatever CPU I had in there. I can't remember what the frick. I got to test Duro all over again to see how my CPUs are doing and which one's which. It's been so long. Do I have it in here actually? Let me go. 7950X. Duro in here. Duro's here. It was doing. Oh, this is with an older miner. 20. Old new miner. 15. I think there's way better. This is really old, these numbers. And these were only at OC of 4.05. See, I got to redo my numbers because those are way outdated. Like, that's like early Duro type of stuff happening there. All right. As for Zeph, though, I do have 32 cents is what it's making. I'm not sure if I updated Verus coin, though. It's at 87 cents based on whenever I last updated it, but that's with the 6 block rewards, so it should be actually doing pretty decent right now. Spectre I haven't updated for quite some time. Let's do a quick run at Spectre, see how it's doing. I haven't looked at it since I turned off. It's been a couple of weeks here. So 0.00242. 0.0242, and what's the network hash rate at? 108. And its recent block reward reductions is added into here. So yeah, that's only 37 cents currently right now on a 3900X. So yeah, its profits are down, but yields should be up pretty good. One thing I wanted to look at though was what's the hash rate on Raptorium? I've been debating on turning back on the Raptorium to get a bit more coins. 15 to 21 mega hash. It's down a little bit. Yeah, network difficulty's down, so the coins might be decent. It might be decent yields right now to try and, maybe fire up a third node or something. I've noticed that you prefer ATX motherboards over micro ATX for your CPU miners. Why is that? Isn't a smaller form factor better? Actually, that was with my 3000 series. When it does come to Maris plots there, when it comes to the 7000 series, I have, because of the new stands and stuff where you can stack them and everything, the micros are better, and that's why I prefer to use the Gigabyte DS3H motherboards. They're great. They have great cooling on the VRMs and everything, and they're just great motherboards, and they are that small form factor, and you need the small form factor to utilize those stands that I'm using now. So yeah, with 7000 series, I do use micro form factor for sure. When do you play RTM trivia with us? I probably don't know any of the questions, so I just hide. I just hide. Spectre hasn't been doing too well. We'll see. You know, it's early. It's early. You know, like I said, altcoins are all dead until they're not. That's just the typical fashion of altcoin season. So, you know, in theory, everything we're seeing now, that it's not that great. We're gonna see like, you know, 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 X's. Some coins could see 100X coming in just out of nowhere, just boom. We'll see an explosion. So I think it's way too early right now to cut out any coin right now. I think they all have a huge chance of seeing massive things. You know, a lot of people say, oh, Zephyr went from $50 down to $1. Yeah, it did. But it doesn't mean it won't hit. It has a chance to go back to 50, back to 100, maybe to $200 for all we know. Hopefully it goes to $400 like Monero did. But right now, I think anything that happened within this entire bear market is null and void. And we're waiting to see how these coins truly play out next year. And that's going to be the play to see if we got bags of the right coins or if we miss some of them. You make the question nowadays. You make questions now. Did I miss the Zeph info? We didn't have much on the info. We were just saying leading the charge here, but like we updated here and it looks like Zeph is no longer leading the charge, but let's see if it updated again. So Zephyr is now, where is Zeph? Is it crashing? Come on. Where'd you go? No, Zeph, come back. Come back to us. Did I pass it? Where the heck is it? All right, so Zeph was in first place at like 30-some% in the past 24 hours. Now it's falling. Oh no, Zephyr is way down here in the red now. It's down 3%. That's bad. That's bad. All right, so it's no longer leading. Oh, now Avian's leading the charge. Look at this. Out of nowhere, 491%. Someone must have just bought $5 worth of Avian because it just shot up almost 500%. But yeah, so Duro is looking like, I'm still considering Duro leading the charge because this, I don't think this counts for anything. Because it does, you know, let's take a look at AVN volume right now and see what it looks like. AVN. So $290, $22, $19, $235. So someone probably bought $50 worth and shot the price up to, or it's a coin market cap glitch. That happens a lot all the time also. Leading. Oh, green graph. Yeah, it's a green graph. It was leading the charge. It had a nice pump. It was up over 30%. Yesterday, it led all day as well. And then today, it was still leading. Now it looks like it's coming down a little bit. But it's seen a nice solid 2 days of a nice pump. Zeph not down. Competitors are up. I have a crap ton of avian. Yeah, Zeph equals Luna 2.0. I wish I sold all my gram. I got 10 Zeph left. 10 Zeph left, and then it got deleted. What happened to that? Guys, we have 149 viewers, 64 likes. Hit that like button. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button, guys.
You guys going to hit it? Come on. Smash it. I'm not seeing it move. Still not seeing it move. Oh, there we go. I got one. We got one. Got any more? Anybody else? Anybody? Going once? Going twice. All right. Fine. It's not going. Oh, you got a couple more there. Yes, it must have been a delay. Smack that like, you musketeers. Do you see my message? I never get an answer. Oh, I see you, Marcus Meza Hawkins. I'm going to scroll up and see if I can find you. Let's see. What were you doing? What were you doing? Hi. Can't you contact Fruitations Designs? Are they still selling? Oh, you can't contact them? Yeah, they are still selling. They're definitely selling 100%. I'm not sure if they're busy or on a holiday or what, but yeah, Fruitation Designs is 100% still selling their stuff. So I'm not sure. I'll try to email them later and see what the issue is. You got their email correct? I'm assuming you got it from their website, so it must be. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why you're not getting an answer. They should answer usually pretty fast. You already tried with their email and Reddit. I want to be sent to Mexico, but UPS is trash to be sent here. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'll ask him about Mexico or something, but I don't know. I guess you need your address and everything. So what's your email? Actually, are you in my Discord? Send me a DM with your email. Then I'll try emailing them as well, and I'll give them your email about a question about shipping to Mexico. How is that? Will that help? That work? Maybe? Hopefully. We'll see. Also, yeah, check your spam folder too to see if they replied. Maybe they have applied in there and you haven't seen it, but I'm assuming maybe you thought that. But yeah, message me in Discord there and send me your email and remind me that it's, about shipping to Mexico so I don't forget. And then, yeah, I'll try to email them for you and see if they can contact you. Probably be at least around 500 mega hash, at least 1 gigahash. They get stuck. What's at least 1 gigahash, 1 mega hash, 1 quadruple hash? What are we talking about? Any messages? So did I miss anyone else's stuff? I'm gonna scroll up now. Yeah, no problem. I see the Batman pattern in a chart is the best. Escaper. Yes, the Batman is a good one. Majority is on Zephyr though. When green is leading the charge to, you make question now. Scrolling up. How about VTC? Vertcoin. VTC. I don't know. I think I have a Vertcoin wallet somewhere, and I don't know if I have anything in it or not. Vertcoin was getting delisted from something. Was it Trezor? Was it Trezor? I think it was the hardware wallet or something else. Different one. I don't remember. Wooly Pooly leading the charge here. What is happening? 1.3. $418 per 24 hours. So depending on how high something hashes, that could be decent. That might not be decent. Crazy stuff. What else do we got here? BTC solo on Virus. Someone asked minimum hash rate. Oh, minimum hash rate to solo Virus. Gotcha. Solo Zephyr Rabid. I have the worst luck. Anytime I try, I find XMR blocks a lot faster than I'm hitting Zeph blocks. I have zero luck trying to ever solo mine Zephyr. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't happen. I hit an XMR block every 4 to 5 days. Every time I tried Zeph. I've gone for, 14 days and not hit a block. Luck at like 200, 300%. I should find a Zeph block in like 3 days based on 100% luck. So yeah, way above of when it should be. I have zero luck. I've never hit a Zeph block and I give up trying. Trezor removing VTC Dash, NMC, Digibyte, and BTG from there. What? Even Digibyte? That is weird. Why would they do that? I wonder. Are they running? Is there a new software, a new program they're running, and they don't have that implemented, or it's going to crash something? Interesting. That's interesting. They'd be removing some of those coins, especially Digibyte. Thoughts on staking? Worth it? Staking what? I guess it depends what it is, but we're pretty much getting to the point where you don't want to stake anymore. Like, you don't want your coins locked up when things start popping off. You're going to be stuck there staring at your locked coins, wishing, counting how much money you could have had, not how much you don't have type of thing. So staking's up to you. If you can get it out, if it's only like 1 week at a time staking, then sure, I guess that's okay. Or if you only have to wait a week to withdraw after saying I want to unlock it, I guess that'd be okay. If you can pay a little fee and get it out instantly, sure, I guess. But I wouldn't do any staking that requires at least, a couple months to a year of a lockup. Anything higher than that, I would not touch it. So you want to have something that has pretty quick withdrawal times possibility, because again, you don't want to be left holding that bag when it comes around. Staking is good, but maybe actually I don't even know. Personally, I hate all staking. Yeah, I don't like staking myself. That's the bottom line. I don't like it. It's not your coins. You're putting it depends how it's done too, but a lot of the staking out there, you're sending your coins to somebody else, which goes against crypto security. If that platform falls under, you're done. It's that simple. If you're locked up and the coin pumps, you're missing the entire run. Your entire run of stacking that coin in order to stake is gone and lost unless you plan on holding it for maybe 50 years. Then I guess it's okay, and missing a cycle is fine. But if you want to play the cycles to a T, you want all your coins on hand ready to go. Stake. I like stake in my belly too. Stake is awesome. That way, I love that stake. That stake is 100% okay in my books. Not your keys, not your crypto, 100%. Just like the next thing, what's the next major? For all we know, the next bear market, everyone's like, oh, Binance is the best pool in the world. Well, they've been going through some crazy things, and it's almost like they're kind of stepping in to say, but maybe Binance is going to go under. They could be the spark of the entire next bear market for all we know. Zero exchange. I don't care how pumped up in PR and how many people believe in anything. Zero exchanges are safe. to going under. You know, anything could happen. A hack out of nowhere, or, you know, this or that, or a founder goes to jail, which Binance already had, but now he's back out. But, you know, anything could happen. So even an exchange like Binance could fall and spark the next bear market, you know, at any time. That could be, you know, very well could be Binance for all we know. We have no idea. So, you know, not your keys, not your crypto. It doesn't matter if Binance, MEXC, and, you know, Gate.io and whoever else all fall at the same time. Your crypto is safe because why? You didn't hold it in an exchange. You held it in your wallet. Who cares what happens to those exchanges? You know, you still have your crypto. Yeah, sure, prices are going to fall. People are going to be mad, yada, yada, yada. But guess what? You still have your coins. Crypto will rebound again, and you at least still have your coins. Medium rear. What? ESL guy. Yes, F1 race day. Oh, F1 race day today. I don't really watch race stuff, but I know a lot of people are really big in the F1. So awesome for you guys if it's a thing. What's your final verdict on the Ryzen 9 7 series versus 9 series? 7 wins. Oh my gosh. Well, in efficiency, the 9000 series wins. But when it does come to, they're pretty close though. It's not like it's a huge deal of that. You're only saving a few watts anyway. But you know, the 7000 series is obviously way cheaper for pretty much the same performance, you know, and sometimes it actually performs better depending on the coin. So yeah, 7000 series is definitely the winner. We still got to wait for obviously 9950Xs to release, the X5870 motherboards, which are released already, but we do need B850 motherboards, I think is the lower models that are going to be released. And so we'll, you know, we'll have to see how those perform with them. But you know, we had that latest BIOS update even happen on the Gigabyte boards, the DS3H and stuff, and it didn't do anything. You know, all the talk, oh, this boosted up Ryzen performance, and supposedly it boosted up, you know, all the Ryzen CPUs in theory, because it seemed like they were all hindered, but it didn't do anything for mining. So they're still the same numbers, and they still are not that good, which was expected. If you really think about it, this was expected. Now, they're doing better than I thought because they got such a huge nerf to their base clock. They're doing pretty good here for the speeds that they're, you know, for what they're hashing at for such a big nerf. But it's pretty much worked out to just how we thought with 3 and 5000 series. You know, AMD did the exact same thing with the 7 and 9000 series that they pretty much did do with the 3 and 5000 series. And it worked out to be that the 3000 series was still the better option over the 5000 series. So they hashed the same, but came in at an older dollar value. 9000 series is new, so it's coming in at the new dollar value, where the 7000 series is older, so you're getting a much more bang for your buck type of thing. But on the used market, it is looking like the 7000 series CPUs are creeping up in price, because, you know, people aren't trying, you know, the 9000 series aren't selling, the 7000 series is. So eventually, if they stop making the 7000 series, they'll be in a lot higher demand. Or if the 9000 series starts falling to be cheaper than the 7000 series and third parties, then we could start seeing the 9000 series start to sell. But we'll have to wait and see. And I know, with all that being said, I really don't have that high of expectations for the next gen, because next year is supposed to be another series for the AM5. AM5 is supposed to last 3 generations here, and coming in, unless they count the stupid 1G one they counted, which I don't think it is. I do think we're seeing one more generation out of this. So 3 and 5000 series, where it's 2 generations out of the same architecture. 7000, 9000, and whatever they name the next one will be the same generation of AM5. And then I think the next major improvement we're going to see is when AM6 releases, and that's, I guess, would be what, 2 years away at this point, 2 to 3 years. I'm thinking 2 years, because next year will be that, if they follow a new CPU every year. That's usually seems to be what they've been doing. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with all that situation. So I'm not expecting another major CPU update though until AM6 releases. This will just be another I guess, you know, another 7000 series that's going to release. But again, at the same time, this is the first time they're releasing 3 generations on a single architecture. So maybe they will finally figure out how to tweak this for optimal performance, and we could see a better CPU. But until that happens, right now it's all in 7000 series. Unless, you know, 9000 becomes cheaper. Well, you shouldn't have made better decisions and mined to your own wallet. Yeah, what happened? Someone mined to an exchange and lost stuff? Stuck on exec exchange. It's not gone as long as there are 2 nodes running. The chain is very much alive. What are you guys talking about? I know something happened with, which coin is it? Is it Duro? We referring to Duro? Because I know Zedrix has been down past couple days because their wallet isn't syncing or something on Zedrix. Zen 5 is doing great on the Epic CPUs. Yeah, the Epics are probably doing pretty awesome on that for sure. Zen 5 Epic. That'd be pretty nice. If Zeph goes to $400, I'd probably get myself one of them 128 core beasts. I think I probably would at that point because, Zeph at $400, I'd be rich. Anyway, rich people don't care about money, right? They buy anything. Oh my gosh, don't do that. You go broke again. We went through that spiel the other day. All right, what do we got here? Any other questions? So I can start up KS0 Pro, etc. We need to start Rabid coin using K heavy hash. Oh man. The better miner all release are already on shelf to keep people there. They are getting the next best thing when release. Money, what's that? Yeah, exactly. It's that thing that I don't remember. It's something green and you give it to somebody and then you can get something else in return or something. Something like that. Consumerism 101. Yeah. What do we got? Anyway, it's only $34. I lost more holding gram. Money is that's Phantom Soul, you're 100% right there. We need an algo that is profitable for K10 and coal engines. Yeah, J-Rod. FPGAs are in a very rough spot right now. Coins have been forking away, getting out of them. There's like no bitstream developers left anymore. They're all private, minus Whitefire and Osprey for Osprey machines. But yeah, they've been rough. Pyron now went under after Osprey finally just released a bitstream for Pyron. Now it's down under. Coal Engine, I don't know what, where's this Jingle Mining? If we go to the Coal Engine, do they have an update with new bitstreams or anything? Support. Whoa, settle down. Support, where's support? Contact us. Products, spare parts. I can't remember where it all was. It's in support here somewhere to download all the latest stuff. Do we click on it? Oh, I don't remember where to. Click this link, call and set up a tutorial. This link, search SN code. They had a link here with support to download all the latest stuff. I don't know what the latest is, but it's still saying a lithium. Well, I guess you can count this out. Gone. Radiant, gone. NTL, I can't remember what's happening with that. Is that coin still alive or is that dead? I'm just going to say gone for that. Yeah, gone. Pyron hash, this. Yeah, that forked anyway. Gone. Yeah, there's like no coins left for these things. It's pretty rough. I do think Osprey recently just released Fish Hash, didn't they? I think they released Fish Hash. I don't know how well it's doing. I'm assuming it's just like how Pyron was, where it's on par with hardware. Actually, 4090s and stuff were better than it on Pyron, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Retro Mike probably knows how the Fish Hash is doing for that. Veteran, what happened to cables with Max? You can't make one? What happened? Cables with Max? What's going on? Veteran Miner. Oh, hey, Veteran Miner. What's going on? What's happening? What are you doing over there? Fish Hash bitstream is 90 mega hash at 230 watts and no dev fee. Oh, that's interesting. No dev fee. So 90 mega hash at 230. What does, let's just go. What's a 3070 doing? That's the most popular. Where's Fish Hash? Fish Hash. Where are you, Fish Hash? Way at the bottom, making nothing. Fish Hash. Come on. Oh my God. Why am I? Oh, I'm not looking for Fish Hash. I'm looking for iron. Duh. I'm looking for the algorithm. That's probably why. Iron fish. Negative. So 39. Okay. Obviously. So it's over double. And this is at 120 watts. So 2 of these would be 80 mega hash at 240 watts. All right. So yeah, it's not major. It's essentially a little bit better than 2 3070s, I guess. For it. So yeah, nothing major there, but it's it's still better than 3070s. But yeah, for the price, it's definitely not. I guess they didn't fit. Pretty decent, but nothing crazy. What do you got here? Phantom Soul, use your money to lease short-term. Oh, it's exactly what was expected. Better than 4090, but not wildly better. Oh, yeah, what is the 40? Yeah, 4090, you can't really judge on the memory algorithm. I think when the 5090 releases, then it's probably going to be dominant by the 5090, but 4090s, they don't have the memory. So, and Fish Hash went to a memory thing. So, iron. So yeah, 82 at 240. So yeah, okay, about the same amount as a 4090 in those terms. What's a 3090 doing? 3090 Fish Hash 79 268. So slightly less, but yeah, the 4090 isn't really that good when it comes to memory. And that's where I really think 5090s are going to shine, because we're going to get a better core, and we're also going to be getting the memory boost that was not there for the 4000 series. That's the only reason why I feel 3000 series still had a role in crypto mining, is because the 4000 series didn't get that memory. If they would have put that memory boost into the 4000 series, the 3000 series would have been dead for the past 2 years or something, because we would have seen a much better hash rate coming out and efficiencies out of the 4000, especially the 4090. It would be a much more dominant force than what it currently is. So that's why I think the 5090s are going to be a really big deal when they do release here. I guess January now, possibly. Have you started selling and upgrading your 3000 CPUs yet after altcoin season? No, I still got them all. I still got all my 3000 series. So yeah, I'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with altcoin season. You know, if we make any money at all, and then I'll just have to revamp my farm. Remember, after each season, things are going to change. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be leaning into next cycle. Each cycle is different. As you know, 2021 cycle was in fact mostly GPU dominant. You had Ethereum around, and it was driving most of everybody's farms. And then Ethereum came around, or, you know, I was slowly building, obviously, a few CPUs here and there. They were doing decently, but Ethereum was still doing good. The odd coin like Raptorium and stuff came around, and CPUs then started to surpass those GPUs. But then as the hash rate picked up on that, it dropped back down, and GPUs were still better. Then leading into, once Ethereum went to 2.0, we seen the effects that this is going to happen before it even happened. Even though everyone said GPU mining would never die, it's always going to be awesome, stay strong, blah, 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 garbage. They didn't realize what was coming, and we, was trying to say what was coming. And what happened is exactly what we said was coming, where all that hash rate needed a new home, and then nothing was profitable for the past 3 years. And that's when, we seen, like right now, in theory, GPU should be very profitable. 2 or 3 months ago, last cycle, we had decent profits on GPU mining. Obviously Ethereum stuff was around them, but we had good profits. We should have it right now. So just feeling the waters as you mine through the bear will give us a rough idea on what the main hardware could be next for the next cycle. And through the past 3 years, CPUs have remained profitable the entire time, leading, this last cycle here was a CPU dominated cycle when it came to profitability. Now, after this altcoin season, everything goes through, we're pretty much going to have to start that over again. And I'm going to have to see where to point my farm. We're going to have 5090s released. A lot of GPU miners, I see, guys in chat, people on Twitter, all over. I'm not buying a 5090. It's going to be too expensive. Well, guess what? You can stay in the back of the line and continue to say that GPU mining is dead and not profitable because you have unprofitable hardware. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's a good idea. Those things... 3000 series is turning into old Polaris GPUs at this point. They're outdated and garbage. That's my 2 cents. Leading into this, we're going to have 5090s and other hardware coming in. We have AI rentals coming in. 32 gigabytes of memory on a 5090 is pretty insane. With that memory boost, as well as a bigger core boost over a 4090 as well, it's going to be a dominant factor for crypto mining and rental platforms and so on. So, as people are giving up and saying, okay, it sucked. I went through 3 years of GPU mining and it's horrible. And they're not going to want to update their GPUs to more expensive high-end hardware because they just felt that they were betrayed for the past 3 years already. So, that's where I'm going to feel it out. It might be very profitable again. I think this is going to be that reset. In 2029, GPU mining could be back in pretty strong levels, but only if you're running the hardware to make it do so. So that's the thing. We're going to feel this out. Once this is over, we start another bear market again, 2027 at the end there, maybe early 2028. We'll see how it plays out. But, we're going to have to start feeling out the market again. Is it going to be on a CPU side of thing? More coins going to emerge? Or is it going to be, good, efficient equipment? We're still probably going to see really bad times when it comes to 3000 series and stuff, which I said they're dated, but we could see high profits coming in on the good hardware out there. And that's where we're going to feel it out. I'm going to see how it goes, and I'll direct my farm based on where I'm feeling out the profitability is going. It's not going to be instantly. It's going to take a few months, maybe a half a year to really decide which way I want to go with my farm. But, that's just what I do. Every cycle, we just got to play it out and go from there. That's what my channel is all about. It's about trying to follow the profitability, what's going to be profitable. We called GPU mining dying back before Ethereum even went to POS, and now we're just going to feel it out and see where are we going to move in terms of hardware for the next cycle, because I don't care what I mine with. I have zero problem. I don't care if I'm going to mine on an ASIC only for an entire cycle, if I'm going to mine on a CPU for an entire cycle, or if I'm only going to be mining on GPUs, or maybe if we're good lucky, everything will be pretty good. But again, it's still going to come down to the hardware and power costs of your power price. So it's just going to come down to feeling the next bear market all over again to see where we're going to be leading to for profitability in terms of coins and hardware that's available. If that makes sense to you guys. Does that make sense? Everyone kind of understand that? Also, gamers want only 16 gigabyte cards. They are not looking at 8. Well, especially with the newer cards coming out. Like, it's looking like there's going to be 18 gigabyte 5070 now possibly released. And you do need that more memory for 4K. Like my monitors, it's 4K. I record all my videos and everything in 4K, 60 frames per second. I usually downscale and render down to only 1080, but everything is recorded and stuff in 4K and edited and so on. But yeah, you need that memory and stuff especially for gaming. So definitely, we'll buy all the 2 gigabyte VR for your app. Well, Retro Mike's a special. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. He can run a lot of things. I imagine he knows how to solder and do all sorts of stuff. So he could probably make some fancy things. So someone like Retro Mike can buy all those small 2 gigabyte VRAM cards, and he could probably make something with those. So, that's a pretty wicked skill to actually have, especially in this industry, on top of having almost free power. That's another nice bonus as well. Oh, man. Buy 3070s and change them to 16 gigabyte cards. I guess you could try that, but 90% of the people that watch this channel and stuff, I'm not going to recommend that to, because they will most likely break something. You got to account for the entire thing. I don't just say go out and do this because this is going to be awesome. Well, guess what? Most miners out there, some of them don't even know how to turn on their computer. You got to realize the audience. You need an audience from all levels. That's why we try to make everything as easy as possible for everyone, which might seem dumbfounded and down for some of you guys. Like, oh, you could, what? You didn't have to go through that or something. But yes, in order to try and hit all levels, like a how to mine video and zooming in to show everything and stuff, some people have no idea. And that's why you got to make everything as easy as possible so people can follow it. So that's why I'm not going to go out there. Yeah, 16 to 18, soldering onto your own 3070 would be a freaking pretty amazing idea and be awesome. But 99% of the people watching this, I wouldn't publicly say that, because it's only going to count to maybe 1% of the viewers type of skill sets out there. And most of the people will then be breaking stuff. So it's a very, very kind of middle ground, or you got to be really careful on some of the things mentioned. I just need Retro Mike's phone number so I can pick his brain. What would you mine with 10 3080s for winter without using sketchy wallet like BTC or direct to exchange? Well, 3080. I would go, Iron Fish could be decent, I think. When it comes to GPU coins, obviously Zealous. I think Zealous, Flux, Zealous, Flux. You can't hurt with Ravencoin, even though I absolutely hate Kapow algorithm. What's that other one? Ironfish, I think, would be due. I think those 3 coins should do pretty well moving into the altcoin season. Those would probably be my select coins I would mine. I think Ergo might be okay. It should see a decent one as well, so that could be an option. It's a little lower powered. You are talking about heating through winter. Obviously, Kapow would definitely do that for you, but I'm worried some people might melt their rigs with that one. But yeah, I would go with probably Zealous, Flux, or possibly Ironfish, I think, would be pretty safe choices, I think, for mining through this winter, getting ready for that run to go. What do we got here? That's not true. They don't melt. Okay, they don't melt. They just explode and catch on fire. What else we got there? Ergo 100%, Tommy T. Fundweiser always making fun of my rotary dial phone. Hey, I used to love rotary dial phones. Rotary dial phones are awesome. I miss them. They were sweet. They were awesome. Anyway, guys, we've been here for quite some time. I got to go to town. We're also expecting snow. It's supposed to be snowing here tomorrow. So that's pretty crazy. I got some stuff I still got to clean up in the yard, which I didn't get to yesterday or finish up yesterday. So I got the swimming pool is still out there. I got to haul that in and take it down and fold it up, and then I don't know, all sorts of stuff. But anyway, we're supposed to be getting snow tomorrow. It's going to get insane. Winter mining time is coming. I appreciate all you guys for showing up for this live stream. Hit that like button. I'll see you all in the next one.
Rabid out.